Hi, my name is Joseph Lavender, and I am the writer, director, producer, editor, one of the actors, costume, prop maker, what have you, for the Ghostbusters, a web series. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, man, I haven't heard about that in a long time. Whatever happened to that 8 episode Ghostbusters fan series that they never really completed? Well, I'm here to talk to you about that in this very, hopefully, short video, because now that Ghostbusters Afterlife has released, and we got a lot of new information about things that are happening in the original Ghostbusters universe. I don't know if a lot of people remember, but the reason why we ever made this series in the first place was back in 2016 when the Ghostbusters reboot, directed by Paul Feig, was announced, and we were kind of upset because they were going to ignore the original Ghostbusters universe in lieu of making a completely new movie that completely ignored the original movies. And so we wanted to try to do a fan series that would not ignore the originals and continue on by starting the series 30 years after the original two movies. And if you watch our series, you'll actually see that there's a lot of similarities between our series and Ghostbusters Afterlife, even though our series came out way before Ghostbusters Afterlife was even probably in development. I don't know how long it's been in development. Either way, it's probably some strange coincidence that they're very similar. And I think that if something is a good idea, more than one person will probably have thought of it. They're not exactly the same, but they borrow a lot of the same ideas as far as like it being revolving around someone who is related to Egon Spengler, who has passed away at this point, and so forth and so on. But because the new movie has just released, my excitement for the Ghostbusters franchise has been renewed, and I'm just like really excited, and I'm wanting to do all kinds of Ghostbusters stuff. So I started thinking about the idea of possibly, for a lack of better terms, rebooting the web series that we started. Now, I know everyone hates reboots, and so I don't really mean reboot it in that sense, but because a lot of time has passed, we don't have a lot of the same actors anymore. We don't really have any of the same actors anymore. And so, in order to continue on with the series, we're going to have to make some changes, do some rewrites, and get creative in order to bring the series back. Now, I don't even know if anyone cares. I don't know that anyone even really watched that much of it. If you did enjoy it, please let me know in the comments below, because we really appreciate everyone who did take the time to watch it, because we did work really hard on it and spent a lot of time working on it, everyone involved. And of course, it's a fan film, so no one got paid. It's all just because we were having fun and it was something fun to do. And that's kind of where this is going. But for this new installment, if this is something that we end up doing, I wanted to like poll you guys and see how you felt about the direction in which we should go. I know for sure we're going to keep the character that I play, Erwin, who in the story, which you should watch if you haven't already, we find out that he is the son of Egon Spengler. And now, because Afterlife has come out, that presents some problems with continuity that we're going to have to address, because there's already a lot of fan films that kind of lean on the whole one of the Ghostbusters being a relative of one of the original Ghostbusters and passing of the torch and all that good stuff. So I think we want to sort of use that, but also find a way to move away from it. And the other thing that I would like to do this time is when we originally started doing this, the idea was to make a series that didn't just have guys in costumes busting ghosts, because there's a lot of found films with that already. So we wanted to give the audience enough time to get to know our characters before we put them in those situations. The unfortunate part is that it took too long. So that is the major complaint that we've gotten, or that we got during the duration of the series, is that it took too long to explain certain things and to get to a point where it became interesting. And a lot of people just really are only interested in seeing the busting part of the process, which you don't even really see in the original movies. And I tell this to people a lot. They really only bust like one or two ghosts in the original Ghostbusters, even though that's kind of like what everybody is drawn to. So this time around, I want to change that, and I want to get to the action a lot sooner, because I know that's what people are there for, and I know that's what people want to see. So I want to make sure that we do that a lot quicker. So instead of having it be more of a drawn out story arc, we're still going to have that, but also I want to sort of draw some inspiration from the cartoon, where each episode was self-contained, and there was a threat that the Ghostbusters had to take care of, and a problem for the episode that didn't necessarily stretch out through the entire series, but there was then maybe an overarching adversary that they have to take care of or deal with that is throughout the entire series. And I think that's the best way for us to do it in order to continue on the path of being able to really dive into the characters that we've created for our series, as well as get to the action sooner. So right now, I have written a rough draft of the first episode of what I would consider to be season 2, and Erwin's character is back, and then there's going to be a lot of new characters introduced and a new team. So I'm really excited about it. I wanted to make this quick video to kind of like talk about what happened to the series, like why you haven't heard anything from us, and what the future holds. If you're interested in seeing more of this series, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you have any ideas or what you might like to see, leave those in the comments too. I would like to make something that the fans of the franchise would enjoy. And I know this is just a fan series, and we're probably going to get a whole bunch of new official TV series and films and things now that Ghostbusters Afterlife is doing really well at the box office. I don't know when that's going to happen or what they're going to be. And I still don't think that should stifle us as creatives and fans of doing our own thing. Sony has been really awesome in just kind of letting us do our thing. And we really appreciate that, because I think it draws more attention to the brand overall. And I think that's just good for everyone involved. So, yeah, if you're interested and want to see more of the Ghostbusters web series, leave a comment down below, and hopefully I will see you soon.